Hello and welcome to this Profit Protector Pro video. Today I'm going to tell you 3 ways that you can combat a really annoying competitor on your listings. Now, every now and then you'll come across a certain listing where someone's giving you a bit of a hard time in terms of how they're competing against you. It could be that they're also using another repricer as well, or they're just insanely on it with how they reprice against you. Whilst Profit Protector Pro does defeat price tanking while successfully moving the buy box up in price, you can still have it where someone's playing tug of war with you and trying to, just continually go down, 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 and down. People would just tend to give up, but sometimes you would have someone that is just insistent that they're going to make a sale at an insanely low price. Right, and so here's a couple of ways that you can compete against that one competitor that does your absolute nutting. So one way that we can do this, if say it's someone that we're not particularly interested in having them kind of play tug of war and drag us down with them, what we can do is add them to this ignored merchants function right here. We can do that globally within the Profit Protector Pro settings, so it will apply for every single listing, or we can do it on an individual listing basis. So what we can do is head on to this item on Amazon. So it's this one. So let's say, for example, it's this seller right here that is kind of annoying. So what we can do is take the merchant ID. Just want to take that merchant ID, and then I'm going to paste that in to ignore merchants, add, boom, and there they are. So now this person might try, they might know that we've got a repricer and they might be trying to as I say, play tug of war with us, but we're not going to let that happen because we're just telling Profit Protector Pro to ignore them. And that's what it's going to do. And then it will continue repricing against everyone else, and it won't be swayed by someone that is kind of intentionally trying to bring you down. So that's way number 1. Way number 2 is if you have a tough listing whereby everyone's quite competitive, the best strategy to use would be the super aggressive dominator or aggressive sales generator. If you have a merchant fulfill item, then use the MF variant of that aggressive strategy, or build a custom strategy that is just very aggressive. So you can do one of those things. Either way, an aggressive strategy is the key for a tough listing. One way you do have to be very reactive, quite competitive, and that's what the aggressive strategies will do for you. So literally just set those and you'll be fine. And the other thing that I want to suggest is setting up an automation based on what happens if that seller is present on the listing. So this is one that I've actually made before. So I've actually told it when that person is on the listing. This is one that I've actually made before. So I'm just going to show you the breakdown of the automation. Now what you want to do is choose the if a merchant is present on the listing option. Then you just paste the ID in, and then you choose what you want Profit Protector Pro to do. So if say that annoying competitor comes off the listing, but if you're concerned about if they might replenish and come back onto the listing, obviously you've got an automation there to prepare for if and when that happens. So you can choose whatever it is that you want. So you can decrease your minimum price. It might be that you match a certain price on the listing. It could be that you go a certain amount under. One of these options right here, over. It could be that you switch your strategy. It could be that you go to min, max, or break even. Whatever it is that you see fit. It might be that you go and match, say, the buy box price or something like that. Whatever it is that you want to do if this person comes back onto the listing. So obviously, if you ignore them, it's not going to compete against them. But if you want to compete against them, then don't have them in ignore. Set an automation up, add their ID in here, and set whatever action you want Profit Protector Pro to do if they are present on the listing, and it will only perform that action if and only if that person is on that listing. When they're not on the listing, then it will revert back to the original conditions that you've set over in the repricing page. But just for when they are on that listing, it will perform that action for you. And you'll know when an automation is active because next to the product where you've got automation, it will have the status say active right next to the title automation. So that's when you'll know that it has kicked into action. And as I say, when the person isn't on that listing, it will revert back to the original condition. So that's how you can compete against that one seller. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.